Just something that I think we may want to bring up at a later date. I was given information that there was an article in the paper about response time from the fire department. It was an article about a gentleman that was burned, and I was told that the fire department's response to that article was a lot of smoke and mirrors, and that actually West Valley is one of the most precarious areas under the new deployment plan by the LAFD, and that actually should we have any major fires or any major incidents, that we are in jeopardy. And I really think that this is something that the council should take up, maybe at another time, because they're saying nobody's complaining. Everything is fine, and it's not. And like I said, that I was told that West Valley is the worst area in LA as far as coverage.
Thank you very much, Carolyn. Our last speaker is Chris Rowe.
I'm speaking to you today about the Santa Susana Field Lab. And the reason I'm doing that is because there was an article in the Daily News this week talking about some high hits of radionuclides that were discovered there. And so what I did is I attend these meetings with the federal EPA, DOE, DTSC, NASA. I'm up at the site about 3 times a month. As a matter of fact, I'll be there all day tomorrow with NASA and DTSC. So the EPA gave me this map, and I want you to look at it in terms of the color coding. And I want you to know that the gray means that there's basically no radiation on the map, and that the green is closer to kind of a background level. And I'll pass it so the board can see it. I want the community to see it first. And so the levels, because they did refer to the cesium in this article in the Daily News, if you look at the kind of light blue to purple range, that's the range for cesium. And if you look really, really hard for that, you'll see a little bit of cesium around here, which is called the RMHF, the Radioactive Materials Handling Facility. Well, you would expect that because that building hasn't been taken down yet. And so where you see cesium is above the sodium reactor experiment, which was the largest reactor. But if you look at the sodium reactor experiment, there's a black tarp there and a gray area. It's basically at background. So where we're seeing it is in some drainages. We're seeing it up on the hill where there was some radioactive waste holdup tanks. But if you look at this site overall, this is area 4 where the reactors were, you can see very little red. The red and deeper red indicates high levels of radiation. But if you look, for example, right here, you see one thing that looks like it's a big hit. That's actually the asphalt, the road itself being naturally occurring radioactivity in the material. So what I'm saying to you is this. We cannot jump and get all excited by what is coming out in the newspaper. We have to wait until the EPA does all their sampling. Now, can I just finish this sentence, please? The EPA will be done with their sampling in July, and at the end of the year we will have the final results. But I just don't want people to get all alarmed that it's highly contaminated. This map is a general guideline to what it looks like. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And the maps here, the board wants to look at.
One of the things that I'm very proud of in this organization is that we have so many people with so much diverse talent. And you get an example of that from this lady here who attends meeting after meeting all over and is involved with a lot of committees. So, Chris, thank you. And now we're on to the next portion of our meeting, and that's the grievance committee report. Don?
Okay, I'm going to move to postpone to the next meeting, pending some more information that I needed at this
Okay.
time.
Well, again, as I tried to explain earlier, the reason for that is that we get a final opinion on whether the new bylaws apply or the old bylaws apply. And the difference is that there's a different remedy for each. So we have to be very careful. All right, the next one that we move to postpone. You don't have a second. Is there any discussion from the board? All in favor, please raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Unanimous, 16, 7. Okay, second part. I'm going blind. Oh, board announcements and introductions. Are there any announcements that the board wishes to make at this time? Jackie?
There will be a budget committee, please, this is attention for everybody, a budget committee meeting the third Monday of the month at 911 on the third floor. Please plan to come, please forward your request for funding so that the board, so the members of the board have a chance to look over your requests. And please fill out the form which is on our website. Thank you.
And we were requested to sponsor $1,000 to the
Senior Symposium.
senior symposium. Okay, and I'd like to have somebody here take over that. Okay.
Makes sense, senior committee.
Okay, Ron Sobel elected to take it. Ron, you are now chairman of one. And thank you. So find out what they want, make your recommendation to the budget committee, and then tell us whether we have the funds or not. At least let's go through it.
Good.
So that we know what the community needs.
Did you say what time it was, budget meeting?
Budget meeting time was set at 6:15, but we are moving it to 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, because just in hopes that everybody can make that.
Okay.
It's currently on the website at 6:15, I'll change it.
What do you have it at, 6:15?
Yes, I'll change it to 7 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Chris?
Can we make sure, Michelle, that the time gets changed at 911 as well?
Yeah, I'll make the call.
So Jackie, are you saying the 3rd, which is the 20, what day is this?
It's the 19th of March, the
Okay.
third week of the month,
Okay.
third Monday of the month. It's always on the third Monday.
Okay, Chris?
I'm planning a congressional debate. We had talked about this. Dan Brin was supposed to be the lead, but he said he was so busy that I volunteered to take that over. So I've been in contact with all 4 candidates. I've attended 2 of the congressional debates today. And they've given us, the problem is, of course, the candidates, 2 of them are active congressmen, have to be in DC so often that we're trying to nail down dates. So the issues right now, one of them had recommended, Congressman's office had recommended the 3rd week of May, which Michelle did get a possible date, the 3rd week of May. But then they came back to me just today and they said they're not sure of that. So I'm going to have to work out dates with all 4 campaigns. And so the main thing is
making sure that the board realizes this is something that we had discussed at various candidate forums,